Welcome back to my channel, my friends. My name is Shelly and I am so glad that you are here. Today is Thanksgiving! Although you probably won't see this for a week, but it's Thanksgiving today. And welcome to an episode of Cooking with Shelly. I have decided to make my own gluten-free Thanksgiving. So I have family in town. I saw them last night and I'm gonna go hang out later. As for the actual Thanksgiving meal, I'm gonna cook my own food and eat it myself. My brother might show up, I don't know. And then I'll go hang with family later. Just the actual food part, there's too many risks of cross-contamination, and I go to people's houses and I can eat like a deviled egg. So we're cooking this year. I'm gonna try to make a turkey by myself for the very first time. So we shall see. It's a very, very small turkey. It's enough to feed like 2 people. And we'll just see how it goes. So a little nervous about this. It's hard. Yeah, I've got a late start. It's like noon. So my original plan was maybe Thanksgiving dinner at 2, but it might be Thanksgiving dinner at 5. I don't know. At least my turkey's unthawed, I think. So I put that out. I put that in the refrigerator. What day say? Thursday? Like Tuesday night. So hopefully it'll work. So yay. Thanksgiving. The first thing that I'm gonna start prepping is my stuffing. I am making a version of gluten-free stuffing by Gluten Free Girl and the Chef, and I will link their recipe below. I have made this every year for years, and it's really good. And sometimes I can convince my non-gluten-free friends, my gluten friends, that to eat it too. So I have snuck it into several potlucks and things, and no one has noticed. No one is the wiser. So step 1, I need to cut bread into little cubes. I like to do this frozen, and then I need to let it unthaw, and then I'm gonna toast it to be to make like croutons. Yes, okay. I did go ahead and prep some things last night. I made a gluten-free pumpkin pie, and I went ahead and boiled eggs for deviled eggs. I didn't make the deviled egg part, but I have boiled eggs ready to go. All right, step 1 is to go ahead and dice up my bread. And I have just my littlest casserole dish, because I just don't want leftovers for days. So I'm only gonna chop up enough bread that's gonna fit this. And then I will put it on a baking sheet and toast it. So that is the plan. I'm gonna go ahead and make the spice rub for the turkey while the croutons for the stuffing are doing their toasty thing. And I realized I didn't buy some ingredients. Like, I don't have celery for the stuffing, but I can use celery flakes. And then I don't have paprika, which is in the spice rub, and it's also for the top of the deviled eggs, but it is what it is. We're gonna go with it. So let's go ahead and make this spice rub, shall we? I've checked, they're perfectly good and toasty. They need to cool before I can do anything else with them, so I'm gonna sit them right there for a minute. I have a very small, like, galley style kitchen, so I don't really have I don't have counter space to put anything. I mean, maybe if I didn't have my espresso machine, but, you know. No, let's get the turkey out of the fridge. Woo! All right, this is actually, it's a turkey breast, not a whole turkey, and it's almost 5 pounds, and it is gluten-free. You just want to make sure, like, even a reason I don't eat turkey when I go to other people's houses for Thanksgiving or Christmas, because some companies brine it in like chicken broth or chicken stock that's not gluten-free. So don't want an accidental glutening from a turkey. This is not a tutorial, by the way. This is me trying to figure it out. This is a bumbling. What am I working with? Oh, I hate raw meat. I could go vegetarian so easily, but I don't really like vegetables. I don't mind eating meat, but it's the preparing it. I'm gonna have to touch it, aren't I? Ah. Okay. So Oh, it's still frozen. Are you serious? Holy cow, as long as that was in the refrigerator, that is still frozen. How? If I take the big ice chunk out of it. Okay, I gotta do some Googling. I'll be back. Well, this Thanksgiving is not going to plan. Did not know the turkey was still frozen on the inside. It should have been unfrozen because I followed directions. I looked up directions days ago and it said with 4-pound, almost 5-pound turkey that like 36 hours in the fridge should do it. Lies, lies. So I now have it submerged in a pot, a giant pot of cold water, which I have to change every 30 minutes. So while that's doing that, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and clean up the dishes and start prepping some other things. Dinner's just might be very late or tomorrow. The turkey hopefully is thawing. I don't know. I haven't went back and looked and I did it right. It's just still icy. Apparently this is a common problem on Thanksgiving, so lesson learned. I'm gonna go ahead and start the cranberry sauce, and the first thing I need to do is zest an orange. It calls for 1 strip of zest, but I don't know what that means, so I'm just gonna zest the whole orange because I like orange in my cranberry sauce. Usually I get the canned kind, but I'm gonna make it from scratch this year, yo. So I'll link this recipe below. I've never done this one before. So it said we have cranberries. We're gonna put in a cup of sugar, and then we're gonna put in orange zest. Then we're gonna let that kind of cook and do its thing for a little bit. Meld. I'm gonna put it on low heat. This is my hot burner. So cranberry sauce is on. The turkey is still not thawed all the way. I'm hoping that another 30 minutes in the cold water pot will do it. It was there. It was like 90% there. So dinner's gonna be really late today. We have a turkey, an unthawed turkey. That is amazing. All right, I don't know. Oh, I hate touching raw meat. Okay. Oh, and how do I touch? I'm gonna use my arm so I don't contaminate things. What you haven't seen off camera is my constant disinfecting from touching turkey and anything turkey may have touched. All right, so I'm supposed to loosen the skin a little bit and spoon some of this mixture under there. I'm gonna put this, cross-contaminate. I'm gonna put the remainder, I'm gonna give it a nice rub on the outside. The cranberry sauce is delicious. It is going to room temperature right now, and then it's gonna go in the fridge. So let's do that. I've got my meat thermometer ready to go. We're gonna stick it in, like a thick, juicy part right there, all the way in. I gotta wash my hands again. There will be no salmonella in this house on Thanksgiving. And then it's preset turkey. Poultry has to reach a temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit. So I have my handy dandy thermometer so I'll know when that is ready. But approximately, it said 20-ish minutes per pound, so almost 5 pounds. 100 minutes, a little over an hour and a half, which has the bone in, so it might take me a little longer. So I'm kind of sort of planning on hour and 45 minutes maybe, but we're gonna cook it, and then I'm gonna go ahead and prep the other things. But I'm going to disinfect the stove just in case, even though it was in the roasting pan. I'm a weirdo. It's deviled egg time. Deviled eggs are like my favorite food, and I get real sad if they're not at a holiday party. So we're gonna get them. I boiled them last night. Go ahead and put those together in my fancy pan, my fancy display thing. We're gonna use the lid of the bowl as a cutting board. Wisest choice? Probably not. I'm gonna dump my yolks in the bowl. I like to make sure that they are cleaned out as much as I can get them. I like my deviled eggs really tangy, so I go a little heavy on the mustard. And then sometimes I put a little sprinkle of sugar in there. Lots of mustard, I love. And I got my mayo. I haven't ate in 2 days, so I got gluten, I think, or a stomach bug, and it was really bad. And so I don't even, today's the first day I've had any sort of appetite. I've literally had some toast or some crackers to like calm the whatever. Wow. Almost thought about postponing Thanksgiving until tomorrow. I bought this years ago. It's actually for decorating like cakes and cookies. I use it to decorate deviled eggs. The tip, this is a weird tip. This is not what I normally use, but it's like, the one I normally used is crushed and broken and won't fit anymore. So we're gonna try this one. I'm gonna go ahead and start prepping some other things. So I have, what do I have done? Cranberry sauce is done. Deviled eggs are done. So I'm going to start working on the stuffing and the candied yams and the mashed potatoes. Because my timer says that my meat thermometer says we're at 153 degrees. It's only been in for like 30 minutes. There is no way. So I might have to rearrange that and stick the meat thermometer in somewhere else. So we'll see. Well, the timer went off for the turkey, the meat thermometer, but it hasn't been in even an hour. So I was like, there's no way. So I repositioned the meat thermometer to a different part of the meat, and I think that's probably way more accurate. It doesn't even look golden yet, so it's like, I know we probably have at least 45 minutes more or longer. So, all right, still working on the stuffing. We're going to get my pan out and we're gonna saute some onions and celery seasoning because someone forgot the celery to buy some. So that's what we are gonna do. And I gotta move you guys because you're sitting on paper towels right now and you will catch fire. It is so dark in my kitchen. All right, we have candied yams ready to go into the oven. I'm just waiting on the turkey to come out. Actually, I want to put this in. This is part of the stuffing at the same time. So we shall see. Turkey is up to 158. Timing wise, that's probably about right. Okay, I have the turkey out of the oven. It looks so pretty. It's resting. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah. We've got potatoes on, stuffing's in the oven. I need to put the candied yams in just a second. I'm gonna try to clean up my mess a little bit before I do anything else. This is my little place setting. I got the china and the crystal out. Feeling a little fancy like. My brother shows up, he may, I don't know. I didn't tell him kind of what time to show up, but if he shows up, I'll give him another place too. All right, I am just about done. I'm working on the mashed potatoes. So this is a recipe I used to call, well, I can't say my mom's name. My mom's clouds, we'll call it that way, because I thought her mashed potatoes were like clouds. So boiled potatoes, I have added butter in there and salt and pepper. And then I use the hoochie bob to mix it all together, and then I add milk slowly. So figured you might want to watch. I forgot to grab the milk. Sometimes I use heavy cream, but today it's gonna be milk. Oh, you can't even see. Am I gonna put you in some clean pots and pans I don't have space to deal with? Oh, don't fall in the mashed potatoes. Don't do that. Do not fall in the mashed potatoes. I'll just move the mashed potatoes and the fork. So the butter's in there. It's not plugged in. Always helps. I'm gonna add milk. Just a little splash at a time. Little splashes until I get the desired consistency. That looks pretty a-okay to me. I've already seasoned it, and I'm gonna transfer it to a fancy pot so we can put it on the kitchen table. Look how pretty it is. I did a good job. Well, it looks pretty. All right, let's see how it tastes, shall we? This is so much food. Even though I cut down the recipes, this is so much food. I'm gonna have leftovers for 97 years. I don't know how to carve a turkey. I'm gonna be absolutely honest, I've never done this in my whole life. Like this, maybe? Oh, that's juicy and everything. I wish I would have made more mashed potatoes though. I thought I was making like a bunch, but it didn't make a whole lot. Got the gravy bowl. The gravy's from a packet. I didn't make it from the turkey drippings. I really did cut down recipes. But maybe like the recipes are meant to feed 12 people. Look at the stuffing that the turkey needs. Happy Thanksgiving, bon appetit. Oh look, the brother showed up, goodbye. A good end to a good day. Well, that was Thanksgiving 2021. My brother did show up briefly, and that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed a gluten-free Thanksgiving. I am going to go watch a Christmas movie and mourn what is my sadness about fall. Been listening to Taylor Swift, Sad Girl Autumn today, so, because I love fall, but now it's Christmas time. See you on the next one. Bye!